Design Group Americas returns to bankruptcy court for an emergency hearing. Welcome to Sewing Report Live. I'm Jen. I do news and commentary within the world of sewing and crafts, and there's a bit of an update with this Chapter 11 bankruptcy involving Design Group Americas. This is going to be a super long video. Just a quick disclaimer, I am not an attorney, and these videos are unscripted, and this one's going to be pretty minimally edited. So just a warning in advance. Also, if you do want to leave a comment, just make sure to follow my community guidelines. If you're kind of new to this channel, the parent company of a lot of different brands within the craft space and the sewing space, including the big four sewing pattern companies, including McCall's, Butterick, Vogue, Nomi, Berta Style. This company they used to be under a larger umbrella of IG Design Group. IG Design Group decided it did not want the Americas division anymore, so they decided to sell that entire branch to a liquidation company called Hilco Capital. So Hilco Capital decided to just nix the ribbon business altogether. So all of the ribbon stuff is going away. But it does appear they are trying to keep the other sectors going, and they're trying to find buyers. So it was kind of an interesting structured deal. Instead of a lot of cash, IG Design Group took $1. So yes, this whole division was sold for $1 plus 75% of the agreed upon proceeds. So, they didn't take cash up front. They're basically going to be taking a large share of the profits whenever Hilco Capital is able to liquidate these businesses, sell these businesses, whatever they're going to do. A short time later, Design Group Americas, now controlled by Hilco Capital, filed for Chapter 11 bankruptcy, and that's where we are now. So there was an emergency order that was signed off by a judge because this Design Group Americas, which they are going by, they filed it under Lion Ribbon Texas Corp. So they filed this emergency order. Basically, they wanted permission to enter into letter agreements with key retail customers. This is, I guess, all of the businesses that they sold their products to. But there was a hearing. It was on July 17th. This is in Houston bankruptcy court. So here is basically and from what I understand, again, I'm not a legal expert, but the debtors wanted this permission. Just like there's a lot of rules with the whole bankruptcy process. So this is likely meant to maintain business relationships or secure certain terms with major customers during the bankruptcy process. And the court did review the motion and it did approve it. So it did get the judge to sign off. So the debtors, which is all of these companies under Design Group Americas, so there's not a lot of detail into what these agreements are, but it could be things like just agreements to keep their businesses operating as normal. So it could be anything. So we don't really know exactly what's in it, but so the court did have to waive standard bankruptcy rules in order to make this order effective immediately, because apparently there was urgency to the situation. And the court also noted that relief is necessary to avoid immediate and irreparable harm to the debtors, suggesting that these agreements are critical to their operations. So a Chapter 11 bankruptcy allows a company to reorganize its debts while continuing to operate rather than liquidating the assets. So this will allow Design Group Americas to move forward with agreements that are critical to maintaining relationships with their customers and ability to keep operating these businesses, except for the ribbon division they're just shutting it down. So they've already announced that 3 of their ribbon manufacturing facilities that were in the United States will be closing, scheduled for the end of August. So yeah, they were back in court. Here is let's take a look here. So yeah, the judge thought this was fine. And again, this isn't like a huge thing. They just asked permission to keep operating and be able to make agreements with their key retail customers, and that wouldn't affect the other bankruptcy proceedings. So again, Here it is, and that is basically the latest from bankruptcy court involving Design Group Americas. If you want to see some previous coverage, I've got plenty of that. I believe there's also, I started a playlist for this latest bankruptcy case, so I will link that down below in the comments as well if you want to check that out. I'm Jed with Sewing Report Live, and that's just my latest update from, I know there's a lot going on, a lot to track, but yeah, subscribe here if you want to stay updated on all of the legal proceedings happening with Design Group Americas, with Joann, and also with this lawsuit against several of the former Joann executives. I'm Jen with Sewing Report Live, and I'll see you again in the next one.